The department believes that the correct metric for funding of eSchools is based on the student participation, and that ECOT instead is claiming that it's based on simply on the duration of enrollment, whether the student actually shows up and participates in education or not.
The last question by
Justice
O'Connor said, isn't it absurd that ECOT could get full FTE funding even if the child doesn't participate in a minute of school? How is that not absurd? Does that sort of boil it down for your...
Well, I think we at the department share the view that it would be an absurd result if if a school received full funding for a student who had not even participated in a single minute of education at that school.
So how does that differ from a brick and mortar school if a kid falls asleep in class and the school continues to get full funding for that student?
Well, when you talk about brick and mortar schools and talk about public schools, they're funded according to a different statute, and as the court noted, it's based on a head count model where the schools, I think now, she was saying October count week, I think there are now multiple count weeks or multiple samples taken during the year, but it's still an attendance-based model in the sense that if on a given count day a student isn't there, that student doesn't count for purposes of the funding for that school. It's a little different model, to be sure, a different statute with respect to community schools and with respect to eSchools in particular. So the statutory language with respect to eSchools points at the hours of participation for the student at the eSchool. So it's just a little different way of trying to get at maybe a similar idea.
The question.